Okay, staying on the Valentine's Day theme, whether it's loving yourself or celebrating with that special someone, Valentine's Day can be a tricky holiday. And we have Dr. Chris Donahue, author of Rebel Love and sex therapist, joining us via Skype to give us tips and tricks on surviving modern dating. It's great to have you on today. So let's start with that word modern, because I think the fact that online dating apps and social media have certainly complicated what it means, what the rules are for dating. How have you have to kind of update things as it evolves?
We've had to make a lot of changes. Online dating has absolutely changed the dating game, and we have to think about a lot more than just debt these days.
Yeah, Chris, or Dr. Chris, I should say. Let me ask you this. Online dating, when we talk about apps versus websites, what is still interesting to me, even though I read some stat of something like 41% of U.S. couples now meet via the internet, even though that is the case, I still see a stigma with certain brands or certain apps versus other websites. Like people think Tinder, oh, that's just for hooking up. People think, oh, Hinge, that's more for a long-term relationship because it shows you people you have a connection with. Or something like OkCupid or Match.com, because it's a desktop website where you answer a ton of questions. That's more serious. You're taking the time. That means you're more serious. My opinion has always been, it doesn't really matter which site or app you used or whether you were set up by a friend or met on the subway, whatever it is. Once you go out, now it doesn't matter anymore what the origin is. But what's your take on sort of attitudes right now about the various popular apps and websites out there?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much stigma attached to how you meet people. But if you're really interested in love, I remind people that you're going to take advantage of every opportunity. So every patient of mine that's single is on the apps right now. But I also tell them you have to live singly in the world, which means if you're out at a supermarket, smile, talk to people, present as open. You have to really, really be the kind of person that comes off as I'm looking for love and take all opportunities.
So you're saying don't play games, but there's so much technology out there. So if you meet someone you like them, give them your number or give them your Instagram handle or your LinkedIn profile. I mean, which is it?
Percent. If you like someone, show interested, because interested people like signs of interest. We're at a time now where people are busy, they're focused more on their careers, they're not going to chase you. And so if you like someone, give them your number. If you like someone, text them back immediately. If you like someone, ask them out. Too many people meet online and let weeks or months go by without having met. And you start to form a relationship, and then when you meet in person, if the chemistry's not there, you have to backpedal.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get going. Now, Dr. Chris, we thought it would be fun to ask some of our Yahoo Finance viewers to submit a question for you. So we do have a video here. This is from a single 22-year-old female. Let's watch the video.
Hi. So my question is, when pursuing a relationship, how important do you think it is for there to be a chase? Does it make a difference if you're too available, or is the chase really necessary? Thanks.
Such a good question. Such a good question. So many people think that this chase is important, but people that have a lot of confidence aren't going to chase you. They realize that they have opportunities, that there are other people available, and so they're going to move on and really put their time and energy into someone who's presenting as also interested and available. So these days, if you're looking or waiting for a chase, you're going to probably end up single.
So there's another question that was out there. We don't have the video, but it was about, how to use social media. Like, at what point do you share your handle? At what point can you DM them? What's your rule in terms of how aggressive you can be once you find that somebody?
I'll tell you, personally, and everyone in my life that I work with, I have them using social media as soon as possible. Why? Because our social media is a way that we market ourselves. What we put on our social media is a sign of what we value in the world and in ourselves, our politics, our ethics, in a covert way and an overt way. So it's kind of a warning. Be careful what you post, but also check the social media of the people you're dating as soon as possible. You learn so much about them in terms of chemistry.
Great advice. Thanks so much, Dr. Donahue.